Here's how to teach your dog to fetch.
In part 1 of this series, we're going to teach your dog how to hold an object. Even if your dog naturally doesn't like to fetch, this tutorial is for you.
Speaking of fetch, FetchPet is offering 1 month of free cover to all my followers. Link in bio.
In part 1 of the hold, I teach a basic chin rest. It doesn't need to be perfect. Your dog just needs to be comfortable with your hand underneath their chin. Use a lure and have your hand out. As soon as your dog touches your hand, reward. Keep practicing until your dog is super comfortable with that chin rest. A chin rest makes teaching a hold a whole lot easier. Now you're going to get something for your dog to hold. Could be a paint roller, could be your dog's favourite toy, doesn't really matter, providing your dog doesn't mind putting their mouth on it. You're then going to reward any interest your dog shows in the toy. That could be just looking at it initially. Ideally, you want your dog to put their mouth on it. You may need to make the toy a little bit more animated to get that initially. The idea is to slowly increase the criteria from a little bit of interest in that toy to putting their mouth on it, to putting their mouth on it and holding it a little longer. We now start to build duration, and this is where your chin rest comes in. In the early stages, the chin rest helps the dog understand the concept of holding that toy in their mouth. This is now where you can start giving the cue hold or take. It doesn't really matter as long as you're consistent. This all can take a little while, so please make sure you're patient and only go in small increments. Our next step is to fade out the help with the chin rest. I wait until my dog is comfortably holding it and I slowly remove my hand. If the dog is still holding it, I mark and then reward. And finally, I fade out the chin rest altogether until I can just ask my dog to take or hold, and my puppy will hold it until they hear the mark and reward. Don't forget to proof this behaviour with as many different objects as you can, including the ball.